Guyana's elections body advises the president on the earliest possible time for the polls. And in sport, Guyana Amazon Warriors continue their unbeaten run in the Caribbean Premier League. I'm Ricardo Robertson. This is Caribbean in 10 for Thursday, September 19th, 2019. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Today we're here because you were involved recently and got a rather large verdict against the largest and most successful helmet manufacturer, Liddell. $11 million verdict, 11.1.
11.5.
11.5. And it was a very unique case.
You know, I've done a lot of cases over the years. I've represented a lot of people that have really been hurt. And in my opinion, Rhett suffered the worst injury that anybody had ever seen.
Living in Southern California, one's exposed to the benefits and luxuries which come with having achieved great wealth. It's not unusual to see a new Rolls Royce pull into the valet parking row of a restaurant, or a 200-mile-per-hour capable Ferrari crawling along in 5-mile-per-hour traffic on the 405 freeway. You drive through certain neighborhoods revealing lavish mansions, and a pop over to Rodeo Drive is a museum of wealth on full display. I have never even felt a twinge of envy for these people who have achieved enormous success.
The chairman of the Guyana Elections Commission, Justice Claudette Singh, this morning informed President David Granger that the elections body will be ready to host regional and general polls by the end of February next year. The president is now expected to name an election date based on the timeline presented by the GCOM chair. The opposition was pushing for elections to be held by the end of November, while the government-nominated commissioners put forward a timeline for elections by March, with an earlier date possible. The opposition-nominated GCOM members, however, did not submit any proposal for a timeline, and the opposition leader, Barra Jagdeo, says the move was deliberate. In a statement, he said the GCOM chair should have long acted on efforts to get the president to name an election date. The cleanup in Bermuda has started after Hurricane Humberto passed the island last night with high winds that downed trees and electricity poles and blew off some roofs but appeared to have caused no major damage. School remains closed, buses are off the road, and staff at the Bermuda Electric Light Company are working to restore power to the more than 28,000 whose service was disrupted. Roads are also being cleared and downed foliage collected. Following Humberto's passing, Premier David Byrd said the island made it through and everyone was safe, and that was most important. He said the advance notice from the Bermuda Weather Service and the clear advisories from the Ministry of National Security allowed Bermuda to prepare for Humberto. The Premier urged residents to continue with emergency and security services in the cleanup phase so that the island can return to normal operations. Forecasters say large swells and dangerous surf generated by Hurricane Humberto will continue along the coast of Bermuda during the next day or two, and these could continue to cause coastal flooding. The hurricane is expected to slowly weaken and become a post-tropical cyclone later today. Elsewhere in the Caribbean, another hurricane has residents on alert. Jerry has developed into a Category 1 hurricane that forecasters say will be near or north of the northern Leeward Islands tomorrow and may pass north of Puerto Rico on Saturday and east of the southeastern Bahamas on Sunday. Winds are now near 75 miles per hour, and Jerry is forecast to strengthen during the next day before some weakening begins this weekend. At 11 a.m., Jerry was located 490 miles east of the Leeward Islands and moving towards the west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. A tropical storm watch remains in effect for Barbuda, Anguilla, St. Martin, St. Bartholomew, and Saba and St. Eustatius. Dominicans are today remembering the horror they woke up to 2 years ago as they observed the second anniversary of the passing of Hurricane Maria. On September 18, 2017, the Category 5 battered the island for 8 hours, leaving a trail of destruction and death. Today, the island has bounced back, but there is still evidence of the damage left behind by Maria. The government will this evening hold a memorial and Thanksgiving service at the National Stadium in Roseau. Ahead of the event, residents of the southwestern community of Point Michel, one of the worst affected areas, have been recounting their experience.
I got to, and whatever we had, we were cooking it, until we start to get ourselves back, get back ourselves. But it was miserable, rough, and if he wasn't strong, I don't think you would have been in it. And to be honest, when I went by the roadside the day after, was probably in the morning, when I watched it of the country, I say no, don't make a remain nobody. Because I was expecting to see more death when I saw the state of the country. And we in Point Michel that have the most death. We have 18 of them.
And also I get nothing from the government. None of them no checking me. I talking to Didini, then is the pirate, madam. Yeah, she did not taking me on. They put my name for me to get a little boat. I'm a fisherman, for me to feed my relative. And also I don't see nothing about what they're doing to me.
I don't like that how the government treating us. I lost 9 of my family. I still come to active time. I lost all my things. I used to be a church goer, like all my clothes, everything gone. Everything had. Only what I do manage is food out in my food and old pants. But everything gone. My fridge, my radio, I had free radio, everything gone. My stove.
And stay with us, your Midday Sport is next. Red-hot Guyana Amazon Warriors extended their unbeaten streak start to the Caribbean Premier League season while inflicting yet another blow to Jamaica Talawa's playoffs hopes with a commanding 81-run victory last night. Sent in at Sabina Park, Amazon Warriors marched to 218 for 6 off their 20 overs, their highest ever CPL total, with captain Shoaib Malik top scoring with a classy unbeaten 67 of 37 deliveries, and Brandon King slamming 59 of 37 in front of his home crowd. In reply, Talawas got 40 apiece from New Zealander Glenn Phillips and explosive all-rounder Andre Russell, but the hosts struggled to keep up with the demanding required run rate and were eventually bundled out for 137 in the 18th over. The win for the visitors was their 5th on the trot, securing them sole possession of the first place in the standings on 10 points. Staying with cricket, West Indies opener Craig Brathwaite struck his 22nd first-class 100 to end a miserable run of form and put Glamorgan in a strong position to force a result on the final day of their Division 2 County Championship contest against Leicestershire. Now playing at Sophia Gardens on yesterday's penultimate day, the 26-year-old carved out an unbeaten 103 as the hosts declared their second innings on 251 for 5, leaving Leicestershire with a difficult target of 424 for victory. That's Caribbean in 10. Good afternoon.